Hey everyone, welcome to part 4 of the Beginner's Guide to Riding Scooters in Southeast Asia. In this section, I'm talking about how to prevent sliding out. So, you may be worried about riding a scooter for a number of reasons, like being in an accident is usually the biggest reason. And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to be worried about someone crashing into you on the road. I mean, that could happen, but most of the times you're going to slide out. Like 80% of the time. That's a fact that I just made up. Yeah, but it's true. Most of the accidents on scooters are from people sliding out. So how do you prevent this from happening to you, which you really don't want to happen? Essentially, there are a number of things that you have to watch out for. And the biggest one of all the number of things is shit on the side of the road. Like, we're talking dust, we're talking gravel, we're talking dirt, we're talking leaves with sticks, and a big one is water, number 6. If the roads are wet, it can seriously lose traction. So what you're concerned about most of the time is when you're going around a corner. If you're going too fast and there's stuff on the side of the road or on the road, wherever you're turning, there's a good chance you'll slide out. This happens a lot. Around a corner, it's not that bad because you're probably only doing 30, maybe 20 kilometers an hour. You're still going to scratch yourself up. But if you're wearing a helmet, you'll be fine. No chance of head injury at that speed. The scooter might get a bit scratched up and broken as well. But overall, it's not a huge deal. This is 80% of all the accidents that happen on a scooter. They're not a big deal. One that can be a big deal is sliding out when you're not going around a corner, when you're going on the flat, on the straight. One way that I've seen this happen and has resulted in serious injury is someone's going along a road, there's a car or a truck, like a main road, they're going fast, maybe like 70, even 80 kilometers an hour, and they're not looking ahead far enough because 1, they can't see, or 2, they're not paying attention, and out of nowhere comes a pothole. And normally, potholes they can quite often result in negative reactions. But normally it's fine. You'll just go over it, scooter's heavy, it'll bear the weight and you'll regain control. However, if there's something else after the pothole on the road, like dust or dirt or water, then there's a really good chance you'll slide out going at a high speed. And that's not cool. It's really not fun. So you have to watch out to prevent against that. When you're driving on a road that you don't know, drive a bit slower. If you're driving behind a truck and you can't see, you've lost visibility, then you have to give more space behind the truck. I know this is common driving practice, but everything's different when you're on a scooter in another country and having fun and excited. So keep that in mind. The other major cause for concern, I was going to say that was it, but then I just remembered that you always have to watch out for idiots on the road. A lot of people in Southeast Asia will be drink driving or just aggressive driving behavior. You really have to be careful of aggressive driving behavior. And you'll know, okay, so what I mean by aggressive driving behavior is essentially this, that somebody is going to overtake you no matter what. It could be a car or another scooter, whatever. Cars are dangerous because they'll overtake you in like pretty busy or sometimes pretty busy conditions. And they're going fast and they just want to get from A to B as quickly as possible. That's cool, everyone wants to get from A to B, but they'll overtake you and then they'll have to brake suddenly because someone just pulled out onto the road, not expecting them to be overtaking you. Or, something happened, the traffic's all pulled up or clogged up around the corner, whatever, and they have to brake suddenly, and so you weren't ready for it. They just overtook you and then poof, put on the brakes. That's like a classic example of aggressive driving behavior that results in an accident. So if somebody is driving aggressively, the best defense you have is to slow down. Just slow down. And just be wary of that. Yeah, you can't really, sometimes you'll be driving along a straight road and there'll be like a T intersection or, a crossroad, and someone else will be doing the same thing and just driving straight through. There's not much you can do to defend yourself against that except for slow down again. But yeah, a lot of the times you'll just be driving around casually, obeying the rules and everything, and someone else just decides to disobey the rules. That's really rare that it results in an accident, but you don't have any control over this. You can't control what other people do. You can only control how you react to it and how you prepare for it. That's the end of that.